Hey, it's Disney Paco, and you're watching Buy Bunch of Books. Hey guys, today we're going to be going over my August wrap-up. In the month of August, I read about 5 books. I had a really bad reading month, and life has just been hell lately for me, so there will be no August or September reset. I've just been having, like, a really bad life slump on top of, like, some family stuff that just gotten bad. And nothing's, serious, but not like drastic. I'm okay. I'm making sure that's said, but it's just life has been lifing really hard lately, and so I am kind of wanting to just say F August. We're here for September. We're here for the witchy vibe. I got my Hex Girl shirt on. We're going to be winning the Mystic Readathon, but I do want to do a wrap up to talk about the books I read. So we're gonna go to Stats Paco. Hello, this is Stats Paco, and I just want to do the stats for the month of August. So in the month of August, I read about 5 books. I read 1,277 pages, listened to about 18 hours. My average rating was at 3.4. One of the books was a reread, and I started no series, and 2 of them were diverse reads. One was an audiobook, one was an ebook, one was a mixed physical, and then 2 were mixtures, so both physical and audio. And then 1 was a manga, 4 were novels. And then for the audience 1 was adult, 1 was new adult, and 3 were YA. And yeah, so those are the stats. Back to a review. Thank you, Stats Paco. So like I said, I read about 5 books in September. I will do the first 2 I have that are not physically owned, and then the 3 I physically own. So the first one I do not physically own was Kill Creatures by Rory Powers. This is a book about a girl who like a year ago, her friends died or went missing, and then one day one of them comes back and she's like, that's not possible, I killed them. And she's trying to figure out what happened, why this person's back. And this was a really interesting concept. It's just sad that it was boring. I was bored throughout most of this book, and it was a quick book. The pacing was slow. The writing was uninteresting. And, like, it was just, like, I read this for a book club, and I told them, like, they were like, oh, well, it was being in this, like, evil person's head. And I was like, I could be in an evil person's head, like Yellowface. That shit was good. It just can't be boring, and that's really what it was for me. I was not intrigued at all. I gave this book 2 stars, and I probably won't be picking anything up by Rory Powers again, because I did not care for the first book I read by her, and this is the second. So other than that, another book I read was Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 3, GX Volume 3. This continues the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. I did not really read any more than that, and this is in the beginning of the month. I will continue to read this series. I just haven't been e-reading, and I need to. This starts the tournament that they do, and I actually had this volume growing up. Me and my brother would read it all the time, so it was just a little, like, reread for me. I gave it about 3 stars. It was fun. It was fun seeing the different decks used and how this different GX canon. So that was fun. So now we're on to the 3 books I read that can get into the meat into it of really loving. So I'm going to go from the book I like the least to the most. I think that's a fun way to do it. So I read The Night Ends With Fire by KX Song. I read this because I was supposed to be going to the sequel event that she was having in my town, but I ended up missing that because of life things. So I didn't end up going to the book signing for the sequel, but I finished this. This is a Mulan retelling, and it was really hard not to compare this to Poppy War, especially with the imagery, because it starts off with a girl who's unhappy with her place in life, and then sneaks away to join the army, and there's spirit deities, and I was trying my hardest not to compare it to Poppy War, and it was different enough. It's different. It's completely different, but that's just where my mind kept going, because I love the Poppy War. That's on me, because I love it. But thought it was okay. The main character was really frustrating, and she was kind of supposed to be frustrating, which is what I liked about her. Like, she was not a great person. She was very ambitious and, like, greedy, and it's cool to see that in a main character. Like, why she's not like, I'm the perfect princess or a perfect girl. Like, it was fun to see that. I just wish that she was smarter. There were some idiot mistakes that I'm like, come on, we gotta use our brains here, and that's just really it. But yeah, so I gave this book about like a 3.5. It was still intriguing. I will be reading the sequel. I think it's a duology, so that will make it better. But it was all right. Next book was a really good read. And quick and fun was Test Glove. I read this. Was about like a 4-star read for me. This is Test Glove is a show Critical Role, the D&D campaign. In the second campaign, one of the characters finds the book, and it becomes a bit throughout the whole season. Everybody reading it. It's supposed to be like a raunchy romance and stuff like that. And this is that book made flesh. It's by Thea Gonzon. It follows our maiden, Guinevere, as she is traveling with a trunk and some wares that her family sells to somewhere. And her caravan is like attacked by raiders, and she is saved by the half-orc handsome man Oscar. And so they then have to he's like, I'll take you home, and he helps her. And romance ensues. It was really fun, really cute. It was really short. I think that you do not need to know anything D&D or anything Critical Role related to really enjoy this. This was just really fun, really cute, cozy, romantic read. Pretty steamy, and it was really good. I really enjoyed this. The audiobook was great. This was just really fun. It was like sweet candy. I really enjoyed, I must say, I really enjoyed it for the 17th time. But yeah, so that was about a 4. The last book I read, not last book, but the last book I have for you guys is A Treacherous Swans by A.B. Pornick. This is A.B. Pornick's sophomore novel, and it is a Swan Lake retelling. It follows Odile, our black swan, who wants to help bring magic back. So she, in person, after her father uses the last bit of magic they have to turn our Marie Odette into a swan, she takes Odette's place. And it is trying to find something to get magic back in the royal noble area, and it was really cute. You had a romance between our black and white swan, and it was really good. I read this was really cute. I'm really enjoying A.B. Pornick's work. I will be she's getting up there in favorite authors, YA authors, Where the Dark Sand Stills, Chef's Kiss. This was really good. There was a Swan Lake reference I noticed, and I believe a Swan Princess reference that I was just like, okay, I see you. You know the good shit. And so I really enjoyed this. I'm excited to see where this author goes more. I had one little problem with the ending, which is why this is not a 5-star. It's like a 4.5. But I really enjoyed this. I do think Where the Dark Sand Stills is above it a little bit for me, rating-wise, of just comparing the two. But I really enjoyed this. This was my favorite read of the month. But yeah, so that is what I read in the month of August. What did you guys read? For shows, because I didn't do, I'll go over the things I watched and did, besides I'm not doing a reset this month. I saw Superman, which was Chef's Kiss, my favorite movie of the month. New movie of the month. Because it brought back joyful, happy Boy Scout Superman. We need that these days and times. Superman's not supposed to be broody. He's not Batman, and it was just really good to see a good Superman again. And then I saw the Fantastic Four movie, which was fun. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It made me like Mr. Fantastic, which is really hard to do if you know me comic book wise. Hate Mr. Fantastic. But it was Pedro Pascal, so it wasn't that hard to make me like Pedro Pascal because it's Pedro Pascal. But, so yeah, so those 2 movies, and then I've been listening to the Worlds Beyond Numbers podcast, which is a D&D podcast with Brennan Lee Mulligan, Brianna Iyengar, my faves, Erica Ishii, and Lynn Wilson. It is really fun, and it's like the Wizard, the Witch, the Wild One. Really fun, cute dynamic. They're making really cool character choices, which are irritating, but it for the story, and I love that, and I'm really enjoying that. And then I have been playing Baldur's Gate 3. If you guys haven't heard me or haven't been as active in places lately, it is because I've been stuck in the Baldur's Gate 3 rabbit hole, and we all have Princess to thank. She pushed me down that rabbit hole. But yeah, so that was my August. There will be a channel update coming soon. Maybe before this video, there will be a channel update video made. Depends on how I'm feeling. There will probably be a channel update video. I'm talking to the camera. Bye. Bye, guys.